You are going to love this video. I just created one on showing you how to create content on Steemit, where you get paid, as well as places like YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you need to create content, how to do it, some of the tools that'll work for you, and how you can use that to generate more income, more money coming into you, which is always a good thing, and build your business. Join me on this video about creating content today. Hi, this is Terry Brock with terrybrock.com, and I am so excited to be here with you today to show you some ways that you can create content on Steemit and really on other platforms too, like YouTube and LinkedIn and others, wherever it's appropriate for you, and be able to earn more money on Steemit, because you know, as you create content there, you get paid for it. You can also get more benefits from using YouTube and LinkedIn and other tools. These same principles will work. But you see, my background is writing and speaking. That's what I do. I'm a professional speaker, and I'm also a journalist, syndicated columnist. I've been able to write for a lot of papers and write in a number of different ways. And I want to show you how you can use this and how you can work with it. Matter of fact, I'm using some tools right now that you might see. The one I'm using right now is called eCam Live from the company eCam. That's eCamm.com. And eCam Live gives me the ability to do that. Like, for instance, notice right here, see, terrybrock.com, have that on the screen there so that you can see, oh, how do we find out more about this guy? Well, you can go in there and see it. But I want to share some ideas I have with you that can help you on creating content, what kind to do, and ultimately how to make more money, how to build your business, whatever your goals are, because we've got some great opportunities. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my iPad here, and with my iPad I've got my presentation, and I'm going to tie it in here so that we can use a PowerPoint kind of presentation. It's called Keynote. It comes on the Mac, and with Keynote I can do that, and I'm going to use my little stylus pen here to show you some opportunities that are available for you. And today is pretty exciting with the various tools that we have. You can travel around the world. Matter of fact, you'll see up here, matter of fact, as you look on this particular thing right here, you see it right here. This is Terry in Sydney, Australia. I was there a little while ago, and I did some programs around Australia. Over here, this is the actual Parthenon, right there, viewed from the Acropolis. And here, by the way, some wonderful people from Greece that joined us for that. And, of course, really important that you can work with this guy right here, Steemit. Steemit is the tool that I am really excited about today, and the possibilities of what you can do with it and how you can start moving with that and really getting a lot more done in many different ways. So thank you for joining me. Hey, you're getting Terry parallel here, stereo Terry. How about that? You get me over there and you get me over here. Is it over there? Yeah, I think it might be over there. Whichever way this is going, the mirror thing gets me on that. But anyway, we're going to talk about that. You look at where we are today. It is better today to be alive than I think any other time in history. Because look what you can do. You can take your ideas, and with a little bit of persistence, a little bit of work, you can turn those ideas into video, into text, into audio, and you can tell the entire world. And that's not hyperbole. That is fact, because you send it out there. And by the way, you're doing it for free. How's that sound? By the way, is free in the budget for you? Yeah, don't tell me I can't afford it. I mean, that might have been valuable or true a few years ago, and you think, okay, I guess it's a way to get out of it. But today you can do it. But the key is you've got to have great ideas that get out there and then do it in the right way. There's some skills you need to learn. But today, we're better off than ever before. And I think what you want to do is you want to take clue from Theodore Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt, some call him. He never liked to be called Teddy. But Theodore Roosevelt, and he said, do what you can with what you got right where you are. And I think that's a good idea. I think you should do that. Take what you got. Don't go, well, if only I had this, or if only I had some more money, or if only I had this degree, or I had gone to this college, or I'd done that. Start with where you are and then go from there. But I think that's only the starting point. Matter of fact, I think that that's something that's really important, because it's the starting point. I'm going to put a big exclamation or a star there and an exclamation mark as well. And I think we can put, matter of fact, I'm going to do like we did in grade school here. I can put a little something around Teddy here and put, I don't know why. I just like to do that. I'm kind of goofy about those things. But we can do it. But I think what he said there is right. But it is the starting point, because what you can do is now, if you don't know something, you can go out and get it. Think about not only the tools that we have that I talked about before for your audio, your video, your text, pictures, connecting with people, but now you have the ability to research. Many people today are going to the University of YouTube. I am. I'm going to the University of YouTube regularly. How do I do such and such? Go to YouTube. And of course, Google and Bing, B-I-N-G from Microsoft, and DuckDuckGo. Great little research tool that helps you to learn more and to find out what's happening. But I want you to stop wishing for it. Too often people say, oh, I'm just going to wish for it. You got to work for it. It is going to take work. Hey, as I'm putting this together, I'm working with Ecamm, I'm working with Keynote, my iPad here, putting all this together. I'm kind of pulling the curtain back here and showing you what's going on. It takes a little bit of work, and I've had to go through several iterations of this to get it just right. And it's always a perfection. It's never perfect. I always keep working on it. So do it. Here's what I want to talk about today. Something that's really hot is video technologies. Video has been strong for a long time, and today, more than ever, people want to know about how do you do something, and they want that. We're seeing really a live video revolution as well. The tools like Blue Jeans for Facebook Live, great tool that I'm using. My partner Gina Carr also uses that for her Happy Healthy Hour, doing a lot with it. Skype does a lot with it. Hey, I know about that. I'm the past chief enterprise blogger at Skype, worked with them, did a lot of blogging, videos, and putting the little techniques together. I'm using Ecamm Live, as I mentioned. You'll see that there in the lower. Here, let me highlight this here, the Ecamm Live. Here it is. This is the tool that I'm using right now for this. And, of course, I like Zoom as well. Those of you that know me know that I really like using Zoom. Here it is. This is one. I'm going to put a star by it here on there. Hope that's coming through on the video. You can see it, Zoom, Z-O-O-M. And, by the way, you go to zoom.us in order to see that. And when you start working with live video, you can do a lot. Also, you can do a lot with recording. Matter of fact, here's something I'm going to show you that I got a chance to do. A couple of wonderful guys that I met through my work as a syndicated columnist, and I heard from their PR agencies. They contacted me, said, Terry, we'd like you to interview them. And so I got a chance to talk with, well, one of the guys over here you might have heard of is Cenk Uygur. That's the C-E-N-K. It's pronounced Cenk because he's Turkish. And that's what it is. This guy right here, I had a chance to meet him. I had seen him before. Marvelous guy. He is in charge of the Young Turks. They are the largest online news delivery association in the world. In the world. They are ahead of CNN. They're ahead of BBC. They're ahead of Fox News and MSNBC, all of them. And had a great talk with him. Well, these interviews then create a lot of demand. Dave Mandelbrot over here, this guy, wonderful guy also, is in charge of Indiegogo. That's that crowdfunding source that gives you the ability to invest in new tools. I asked him, hey, what's working? What's working right now? Now, I did this not to say, gee, how cool I am, but no, I want you to think about what you can do and how you can start leveraging more and more. This is something I talk about in my coaching programs where I help people to see what they can do with where they are because each one is different. But it starts with something here called compelling content. By the way, here's another person I've worked with, John McAfee, wonderful guy that I got a chance to meet and work with him and his wife, Janice, marvelous people. And if you two are seeing this, a big kiss to both of you. I love you both a bunch and hope that life is going well for you. But you want to start with that compelling content, something that people go, damn, we got to read that. It's got to be something that people want. You just put out something, a blather of, oh, here I am on this beach, or here I am over here. Well, that's okay, but you need to do even more than that. I think you've got to do a whole lot. What you want to do is look at the power of interviews, where you're tapping into the brain power of someone else. That is an easy way to do it. And tools like Blue Jeans Live and Blue Jeans on, they call it the On Social, lets you do that very well. Also, you want to reach out to people. Reach out and find out what it is that they're looking for. Don't just assume you know it. Find out what it is that they're looking for. And you want live and recorded. Both of them. The live, like I did there with John McAfee, was really good, and there's an excitement to it. Facebook Live is one of the most popular. YouTube Live is also popular. So get in to know that. Now here, let's get down nitty-gritty. You might want to grab this frame and capture it or write it down, take some notes on it. Notice what I'm saying here. There's kind of the steps that I go through. We start here. On this side, to go on the left side here, you'll see me. There's step number 1, where it's me recording something, recording on Facebook Live. Then we go over to 2, which is right here. Is that a good 2? No, I'm not a real good graphic artist there. But 2 is YouTube. I like putting it on there because that's where a lot of people are. I also like number 3 here, put it on Steemit. And then when we can, I like to put it on DTube. I have had trouble lately with DTube, putting it up there, and sometimes the playback has not been good, and sometimes putting it up there has not been good. It's in its beta stages coming along. But still, this combination can work very, very nicely for you. So what you want to look at is start with something like live video. Then you repurpose the video onto your various platforms. That way you're able to really maximize it and go even farther. Then from there, what you want to do is you want to strip the audio from it. This is an option, and you can have this as a podcast. Podcasts are hot, and when you can do video and audio at the same time, hey, that's pretty cool. And then you can transcribe the audio. This is an option. Transcribe that, so now you got text that you can show people, and don't forget the pictures. Pictures really get attention. I think sometimes even more than video, because a picture you see quickly. With a video, it's like, oh, it's a 29-minute, 37-second video. They might not watch that all as well, but a picture they can see quickly. So work with that. And look at your social media amplification. This is what we did when I was working with Skype. We would put the content out there and then say, okay, from this point forward, we're going to do it. So where do you get started? Well, here's where you want to start. You want to start with lots of study and learning, like this young lady's there at the library and working hard and working on her computer. That's what you want. You want to find the intersection then of key areas. And here are these key areas that I found. This is important. First, your interest and expertise. Something that you are interested in, you're passionate about, the expertise you have. Then, what the market desires and wants. This is critical. So many people have a well-meaning but misguided approach of just follow your passion and everything will be great. No, it doesn't work that way. You got to be able to attend to the needs of the market and what they want. Cal Newport says this very well in his book, So Good They Can't Ignore You. That's a quote from Steve Martin, and it's the title of Cal Newport's book. You got to be really good. You've got to get expertise, and you got to tie into what people are looking for and where they are. And here's a real key point. Number 3, their ability to pay. People might say, yeah, we really want this thing, but they can't afford it. That's not a good market to be in. You got to do your research first. So as you're starting here with your interest and their expertise, you've got to increase that. And then what you want to do is look at the ability to replace you. Okay, they might be able to pay for it. You like it. You're passionate about it. The market desires it. But if you can be replaced like that, that's not a good market to be in. You want to get something where you have some layers of expertise. For instance, I've often said, not just be an engineer, which is a great thing to do. You're that engineer. But what if you're the engineer that also speaks Japanese? Oh, now that's good. Now you can speak a couple of different languages. You've got this. Oh, and you can also cook, or you can also water ski or whatever it is it might be. You want areas of expertise so that you can be really, really strong in one area, and then you're reasonably good in some other areas. That's the ability and how you're going to be able to get ahead and what can be done. So put those combination together and you'll be doing well. Now here's another thing. In creating the compelling content, what you want to do is you want to be able to research your market. That's critical. Don't think that just because you have an idea that it's going to be nifty and groovy, that it's going to make it. Got to do it. Yes, you'll use Google, but also use Bing and DuckDuckGo. I particularly like DuckDuckGo. This is a really good one because DuckDuckGo right here, it gives you the ability to retain your privacy, and that's important. The privacy and making sure that what you're doing is not found by everyone is real important. So that will be real good. And then go to your Facebook groups. Here's a great way to research and create content. Look at what people are asking for, where they're having their questions, where they're having their pain, and then you can help them with that. And what you want to do is you want to look at LinkedIn articles and groups as well. Find out what's going on with that. Now, here's another thing I want to offer to you as a help. I've seen a lot of people that are saying, gee, I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do, and I want to be able to give direction. I have my coaching programs that I work, but I've got something else also right now that I want to make available to you watching this video right now, a free 20-minute strategy session. 20 minutes free. Strategic coaching and the answers you need, you go over to the website. I got this domain name, 20withterry.com. You'll get all the details there, and you can sign up for an application and see if there's a fit. We might be able to help you in the coaching that I do, or it might be that I just give you 20 minutes of really good help you, and you go, okay, that's great. There's not a really good fit. No problem at all. If I've been able to help you on that, that will be good. So make a note of that. Go over to here. Let me highlight this one here. This is important. The 20 with Terry. That's the website right there. If you go to that, and that will be the website where you want to go. Find out what's available. Sign up for it, and then we'll find out if there's a good match. I'd like to help you. You give me some ideas. And remember, it's only 20 minutes, so you can't talk forever and ever. Some people get on and all they want to do is talk. I find that's kind of interesting. When you have someone that I was watching a person, and the three of us were there. I was with a very well-known celebrity, and this person just wanted to talk and talk and talk about what he was doing and what he was going to do, rather than using this opportunity to ask that person. I like a balance. So anyway, we'll go through that, where I'll work with you, I'll show you some things, and it can work like that. So now, if you have some questions or areas where I can help you, I want to hear from you. Please leave a comment there. And I want to thank you very much for joining me today on this, because, well, this is important. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are able to get the answers you need, and you're getting those in a profound way. Study and work with tools like YouTube. Study Steemit. I'm continually amazed with the dazzling, really good content and quality that's there, and the community that's there on Steemit as well. So do that, and don't forget the 20withterry.com, so you can sign up and get some information where I can help you. I'm doing this for a limited time right now, so you want to do it right now. It might be that you contact in the future if you're watching this a long time from now and go, oh, I can't do that anymore. But I can do it right now. I've got a little bit of time, and I want to do that for people for the next couple of days. We've got a few days in here. I want to make that available for you. So thank you very much for joining me, for being around and being part of all that we're doing here. I really appreciate you, my fellow Steemians in the community, and looking forward to seeing you. And if you're going to be over at SteamFest in Lisbon, by all means, let's connect over there. Let me know you're coming, and let's make it a point to get together. I'll look forward to hearing from you then. Have a great day.